Casual Friday by Escada. Discontinued. Mourned. Selling for well over $500 on forums where people write online eulogies about synthetic licorice that sometimes smells like fish. What? But there's something wrong, because this discontinued fragrance, Casual Friday, it got discontinued because it won. And in winning, it destroyed itself. Let me explain. In peak suit and tie dystopia, Casual Friday, also known as the 90s, Casual Friday was an event, a release valve, where one day a week you could wear khakis instead of a suit and pretend that this meant something about freedom and expression. This fragrance made sense then. Dominique Ropion bottled that exact tension, the careful negotiation between formal and casual, the performance of relaxation within acceptable parameters. It smelled sweet, but not a gourmand, casual, but professional, relaxed, but appropriate. This smells like compromise to me. And in 1999, we needed a fragrance that smelled like compromise, because that's what Casual Friday was for corporate America, or the corporate Western world that I'm familiar with, compromising with our humanity for exactly one day a week, because Hawaiian Shirt Tuesdays was also a thing. Fast forward to now, everything is casual. I usually work wearing a t-shirt, and you're probably watching this wearing sweatpants or no pants at all. The tech billionaires who control our lives wear hoodies to congressional hearings. Mark Zuckerberg testified before Congress looking like he was about to attend a LAN party after smoking a bong and eating a bag full of Doritos. Casual won. Casual is everywhere. Casual is the default. Casual is the new formal. And here is where everything gets a little bit meta. When everything becomes casual, casual becomes something you have to perform. Tech bros spend thousands of dollars on the perfect I don't care hoodie. Athleisure costs more than the actual athletic equipment. Effortless style requires immense effort. Being appropriately casual requires more calculation than being formally formal ever did. The formality has just moved underground. It's not in the clothes anymore, it's in the casualness itself. There's a correct way to be casual now. Approved casual, appropriate casual, professional casual. Casual Friday used to be confined to one day. Now it's every day, which means there's no escape from the performance. You're always on stage, always being evaluated on how well you're pulling off relaxed. The pressure is constant, and it's beautifully ironic. Escada's Casual Friday smells like quite a common brief of the late 90s. I mean, it smells very generic. It smelled like everyone else. It was literally the smell of conformity, but pretending to be individualistic, which is exactly what modern casual culture is. We're all wearing the same effortless uniform, buying the same authentic products, and performing the same relaxed aesthetic. We've democratized conformity by making it look casual. Casual Friday, the fragrance, was discontinued because we don't need one day of casual anymore. We have 7 days of mandatory casual. The fragrance is obsolete. The prison got bigger. I'll explain that a little bit later. The prison got bigger. So let me tell you what this smells like. It's nice. I mean, anise, lavender, vanilla, carnation, cinnamon, cedar. I read some reviews about this, and someone said that it reminded them of fish, and then someone else said chicken. Multiple people describe it as like it's sweet, but it's not too sweet, like it's professional sweet, appropriate sweet, casual sweet, within formal boundaries. It smells confused, like it's trying to be two things at once and achieving neither, like someone wearing a blazer with jeans and wondering if they've made the right choice. Jerry, you never made the right choice. But that confusion was the point in 1999. You were supposed to feel slightly uncertain. Casual Friday was designed to keep you off balance, relaxed enough to think that you had freedom, and formal enough to remember that you didn't. I certainly couldn't go to work on Casual Friday wearing my ripped jeans and my Alice Cooper t-shirt. The fragrance captured that perfectly. Good projection and excellent longevity. Great performance metrics for a fragrance about not performing. Recommended for daytime wear, it says. Rules about when you're allowed to be rule-free. Women loved wearing it, which I can imagine why, because it was sweet but not too sweet, and it broke gender rules whilst maintaining professional ones. Even the rebellion was carefully contained. These days, this fragrance would probably fail because we've all become experts at performing casual. We don't need a fragrance that smells uncertain anymore. We need fragrances that smell confidently casual, which is somehow more dystopian. People are paying over $500 for this as of filming this, right? And a lot of people are actually writing petitions for its return, and they're mourning it on the online eulogies I like to call review boards. My all-time favorite. I was so sad when it was discontinued. I've been searching it for years for something to replace it. But what are they actually mourning? I had to think about this. I think they're mourning the time when casual was an event, when relaxation was scheduled, when the distinction between formal and casual was clear enough that crossing it felt meaningful. They're mourning a time where boundaries existed to be transgressed, when there was something to rebel against, even if the rebellion was just about wearing different pants. Now the boundaries have dissolved. Casual is everywhere, which means casual is nowhere. There's nothing to push against because the walls moved so far out that you can't even see them anymore. The fragrance is discontinued, I reckon, because the concept is obsolete. We killed Casual Friday by making it permanent. We achieved total casual freedom and discovered it was just a larger cage with more comfortable seating, more ergonomics. One review says, in my opinion, a lot of the online criticism derives from sour grapes because rarity made it expensive. That's quite obvious. So we're paying premium prices for bottled nostalgia about a compromise we don't need anymore because we surrendered completely. So Casual Friday was formal rules about being informal, whereas modern life is informal rules about being informal. The rules didn't disappear. They just became invisible. They're harder to name, and they're impossible to transgress because transgression requires visible boundaries, and all the boundaries are just vibes now. And you can't rebel against vibes. You can't schedule spontaneity against spontaneity itself. You can't have Casual Friday when every day is Casual Friday, because then no day is Casual Friday. The formality collapsed into the casualness, which collapsed into a new formality we can't even see because we're standing inside it wearing athleisure that costs more than suits used to. Casual Friday by Escada smells like the moment before total collapse. The last time the distinction was clear. The last time we knew which rules we were breaking by wearing khakis on a Thursday. Now we're breaking rules we can't articulate. We're performing casualness according to standards no one will admit exists. We're spending more money looking effortless than our parents spent looking professional. Think about that. The fragrance is dead. Long live the fragrance. We're all wearing it now. We just don't call it Casual Friday anymore because we don't call any day anything. We're just casually existing in permanent liminal space where nothing has names and everything has rules. Casual Friday by Escada was discontinued in 2000-something. Nobody even knows exactly when. It just quietly disappeared once its job was done. It helped normalize the idea that casual could be commodified, scheduled, performed, monetized. The people hoarding the bottles aren't collecting fragrance. Of course not. They're collecting the last artifact from a time when the prison walls were visible, when you knew what you were confined by, when transgression was possible because boundaries existed. Now casual has eaten everything. Formal is dead. Casual killed it and wore its skin and called it authenticity. And we're all performing the casualness so intensely that it's become more rigid than formality ever was. This fragrance smells like fish and chicken and confusion because it's confused about what it's supposed to be. But we're all confused about what we're supposed to be now. The difference is we don't admit it anymore. We just call it vibes, and we buy expensive hoodies and pretend we're not following rules. We're not following rules that we can't see. So yes, Casual Friday was discontinued because it won completely. The revolution succeeded. The prison walls, however, didn't disappear. They just became invisible, which is worse, because now we defend them thinking we're defending our own freedom. The fragrance smells like the last time we knew which cage we were in. Now we're in a bigger cage, wearing comfortable pants, and we call that progress. My unique concept here is called the casualness collapse. The casualness collapse is the social phenomenon where the abolition of formal rules creates invisible informal rules that are more destructive than the original formal ones. Because informal rules can't be explicitly named, challenged, or transgressed. When casual becomes mandatory, casual becomes formal. When the distinction dissolves, everyone becomes trapped in performance of effortlessness that requires constant effort. The final stage is paying premium prices for artifacts from the last moment when boundaries were visible enough to meaningfully cross.